as we promised you, we go inside the 49ers locker room on a Wednesday, presented by Harris Ranch Beef. Visit your local Chavez supermarkets for all your beef and tailgate needs. Today, we're very happy to say hello to Jauan Jennings in his second season with the 49ers, and we have watched his role and importance with this team grow by the game, and he's been so important, he's gone on to earn the nickname Third and Jauan, which, honestly, Jauan, thank you for joining us here on Damon and Ratto. It's a pleasure to have you on, and I got to tell you, I think you got one of the best nicknames in the NFL. You got to like Third and Jauan, right?
Oh, yeah, I love it. I love it. You know, I used to always think about, like, what's my nickname, you know, a lot of these guys have nicknames, and then it just kind of came to me. And so, yeah, I love it, man.
It's fantastic. And I tell you, you have been fantastic in that situation. And the team, obviously, is just on a roll right now. Tell us how you're feeling and the vibe in that locker room.
Man, it's amazing. But knowing this team, we feel like we just got a lot of work left out there. And we just take one game at a time. That's the formula for this whole season, and so we're just going to keep doing that.
But given the fact that you've been on this role, it begs the question, when did it first strike you that you guys were not just okay, but special?
Once I came into a special team, 2019, I was watching them in the Super Bowl. 2020, I got drafted here. So I came to a special team with Jimmy Garoppolo and Deebo and a bunch of those guys and Kyle Shanahan and what they've done and the defense as well and what they've done. I'm just a piece of the puzzle, and to be here is still a dream come true every day, and I'm just grateful to be here.
Jauan Jennings of the 49ers here on 95.7 The Game. You talked about being a piece of the puzzle, the fill-in role that you've done for Deebo Samuel. Both you and Ray McCloud have just had some huge moments over the last couple of weeks. How satisfying is it to step up and answer the bell when your number gets called?
Man, it's extremely, that work pays off. It makes you happy, to the heart. But what comes with this. Our teammates go down. Nothing about that is fun. You got to go into a game, with them in your mind, hoping they're, healing up, to the best of their ability. That's like you go into the game with a lot of emotions, but at the end of the day, you have to, do your job for your teammate. And so to go out there and, make the plays that we've made, as a team, and especially with some of the guys that's going down, it means a lot, especially to go out there and clinch that playoff win, knowing that that gives our guys even more time to come back. It means a lot.
Is there something material that's different about the offense since you guys traded for Christian McCaffrey? Are your responsibilities different in any way because he's the kind of guy who can catch balls out of the backfield, which means that blocking downfield becomes more important? Or is it the same offense that you opened the season with?
Yeah, I think it's the same offense. Christian brings the receiving ability to it. From the back end, I think it's similar to what Hasty did when he was here for us. But, he's just taking it to another level. And I kind of expected, from what he's done from the Panthers, just coming here, I think he just, helped make this team even better.
Jauan Jennings, again, in his second season now with the 49ers. Can you tell us a little bit what it's like to be a wide receiver in Kyle Shanahan's offense? Does that have a list of golden rules or priorities, laws of the position, if you will? Like, what does the Kyle Shanahan wide receiver manifesto sound like?
We express jumping off the ball. That's one thing that we always express, jumping off the ball, running as fast as you can. And, secondly, just going into our meetings, and Kyle's just like an offensive guru, so the plays that he makes, we just go out there and we practice them and, make them come to life.
Are you going to be in line for a carry at any point in time this season? It feels like everybody wears a lot of hats. You still don't have an NFL carry. Are they saving you for a big moment?
Hey, man, I'm not complaining. Whenever my number's called, that's the only thing I worry about. But until then, I'm just trying to do my best for this team And like you just said, man, we got so many playmakers at any moment, man. Anybody can take it to the house.
Now that you guys have a playoff spot locked up, do you or would you anticipate starting to scoreboard watch more just to see what the Vikings and Eagles and Cowboys are doing? Or do you even have time for that on game day?
Well, I actually was at one point once we clinched. I'm like, okay, cool. So, now, these other teams, they get to play on Sunday because, we played on a Thursday. So I'm like, yeah, we get to watch some football and see what Minnesota does. And then they were down. And so I'm like, yeah, it's cool. Like, it's perfect. Like, we're going to go into the number 2 seed. And then they came all the way back. And so I'm done with that. Like, I'm not worrying about it no more. I know I shouldn't have.
Jauan, what did you think of that Vikings comeback? I mean, that thing was ridiculous.
It was amazing, man. It was amazing. I couldn't believe it, bro. But that's something like, man, just knowing what guys put into this, their job, man, couldn't be nothing but happy for them. They had a great time, a great flight back home, or if it was at home, just, it was a great team win. But yeah, man, I'm focused on our end. Whenever they see us, shoot. Just know that's not a possibility with us.
Jauan Jennings. Yeah, Jauan Jennings here on 95.7 The Game. Look, I think that there's always brotherhoods within brotherhoods on football teams. I mean, it's obviously like you got offense, defense, you got your SEC guys, your Big Ten guys, you got your position groups, and beyond that, you got your draft classes, and then maybe even beyond that, you got seventh rounders uniting in power. Can we talk about Brock Purdy here? And is there a difference between training camp Brock, regular season Brock, and now NFL superstar Brock Purdy?
Well, from my own eyes, from what I've seen, I can't tell you that I've seen anything different. I will say from being in the NFL and just experience, the game's probably slowed down a lot for Brock, but I'm not a quarterback, so I'm sure he's a lot more stressed back there than I am, lined up at wide receiver. But man, Brock just been very consistent, and I could just tell, from the day one he got in behind Trey and Jimmy, man, he's just always been learning and soaking it up. And whenever the time, whenever his time, when his number's been called, he's always stepped up to the plate, and so. And, seeing Brock, what he's done now, and I'm so proud of him, and that's what he does. In my eyes, that's what Brock Purdy does.
Drake Jackson, it just posted online. It looked like an April Fool's almost rookie dinner bill was placed down for the rookies this year. Jauan, were you at that meal?
Nah, that's D-line, man.
D-line only? D-line only takes care of those. When you were up for your rookie meal, tell us about that night.
I didn't have a big rookie dinner meal. I was 7th-round draft pick, so they took it easy on me.
They took mercy on you. That's good.
Yeah,
Is it only the guys with the big signing bonuses get stuck with the bill?
I feel bad for them.
Well, I tell you, man, it's been great watching what you have turned into, what you've developed, what this season has become for the 49ers. I'm also a huge college football fan. Like, I love traditions, man. Running through the T in Knoxville is, of course, one of them. What was your favorite part about being a Tennessee Vol?
I like the town. I like the people the most. As far as when I say people, just like the people who live in and around Knoxville. Those fans and just everyday citizens that go to work and love Tennessee football. They go out their way to make other people smile, and I think that's just the Southern culture that's built into everybody's head, and they live that there. That's what I like the most.
Very cool, man. I tell you, the way that the Niners been going, a lot of football fans been smiling around here lately. We want to make you smile back. Our friends at Harris Ranch Beef, Jauan, are going to send you 10 pounds of prime steaks, and you get to choose.
Yeah, I need it.
Yeah, you get to choose the cut. Do you want the ribeyes, the porterhouses, or the New York strip steaks?
Oh, I'm gonna get the strips. I want the New York strip steaks.
Strip it up for you. Jauan, keep stripping the paint off these other teams on the way to the playoffs, man. Thank you very much for joining us today. Happy holidays to you, man, from all of us to all you guys. Very Merry Christmas.
Yes, sir. I appreciate that, and thank you for having me on here, man. Happy holidays to y'all, too.